So, hello guys, welcome to the channel, and today we are going to do chapter resource and development for from class 10th CBSE, and it is from social science geography. So, here in this chapter we are going to see what is resource and what is development, particularly in detail, and only the important topics I'm going to tell you, all in English. No Hindi word will be used over here. Okay, so let's get started. What is resource? The question is, what is resource? Now it also may come to your mind also that what is resource. So let me just explain you in short or in a very tempered way, like what is resource. So basically everything which is useful for us is known as a resource. Please don't relate the back pictures and the statements, please don't relate them. These are just fictional and they are just educational. Okay, so the purpose is different, so don't relate them, don't relate these pictures with these lines. Great. Now, what is resource? Everything which we can use, which is of our use and we have to use it, or it may fulfill our needs, is resource. We have studied this till class 7th, 8th and 5th, 4th, right, in our childhood classes. But now when we are in 10th, so we will be seeing it more likely, more deeply. So let's get started. Here it is written, everything in our environment which can be used to satisfy our needs, provided we have technologically, this is spelling is wrong, I think, technologically accessible, economically feasible and culturally acceptable. Okay, so just listen to me carefully. Everything in our environment, everything means everything. This pen, this paper, this mobile phone, this video, this camera, this me, my mouth, uh, everything, the door, the scooty, the car, everything which is of our use. So everything in our environment. Now, wherever you are sitting, I don't know where you are sitting in a park, you are sitting in a room, you are sitting in a bus, wherever you are sitting, please look all around yourself, please look all around yourself once. Okay, only for one time, please. Everything we need to denote everything, so just stop the video and keep looking and notice the things around you. Okay, and then write in the comment section what do you noticed. Okay, so everything in our environment. Now you would have also seen everything in your environment. Okay, so everything in our environment means our like nature or our surroundings. The correct word is surroundings. Okay, which can be used to satisfy our needs, which can be used to satisfy or to fulfill or to complete our needs, which can be used to make us uh, complete our processes, our work, our daily life routine, our life, to complete our life. Okay, to satisfy our needs, our requirements, provided we have, technologically accessible. Which is technologically accessible, yani sorry, means technology allows us, technology gives us the access to use that. First thing. Second thing, economically feasible, our pocket, it is fit to our pocket, we can use it according to our pocket. And culturally acceptable, and our culture also says us to accept it. Okay, culture means everybody around us, the things around us, the people, the type of people around us. Okay, which who allow us. Okay, so everything in our environment which can be used to satisfy needs, provided we have technologically accessible, economically feasible and culturally acceptable. Okay, this is done. So um next is classification of resources. Now here we are going to classify the resources on different bases, on different types of things and different types of bases. Okay, so basically, sorry for the word here, you will listen the word on the basis again and again, so just let me clear that. On the basis of, What do you mean by basis? On, above something, like something is below something, on, right? On, you understand that. On the, off, these are normal words. What is the meaning of basis word? The basis is a new kind of word to you, I guess. So I have to just explain it. So now basis means on the behalf of. Basis means on the behalf of something. Okay, okay, on the behalf, BEHALF. Getting it? I'm saying getting. Oh, sorry, getting it, right? So classification of resource. Classification of resource on the basis of. Now let's get started with classification of resource on the basis of origin, biotic and abiotic, on the basis of exhaustibility, renewable and non-renewable, on the basis of ownership, individual, community, national and international, on the basis of status and development, potential, developed, reserve and stock. This is all about the overview of classification. It can be coming in the examinations. It could come in the examinations for 1 mark, 2 mark, like, okay, getting my point. So classification of resources, what I have done. Classification of resources on the basis of. Now you just have to learn it over here only, and just learn it right now, and never to forget. Please don't forget it back again. Getting it? Classification of resources on the basis of origin, biotic and abiotic. On the basis of origin means originality, the way it comes from, the first step of life, right? Life, the word is life, which is the first step. So basically biotic is which have life, and abiotic which don't have life. Like the we have studied them in our earlier classes, that is living and non-living. So we can say living and non-living resources. On the basis of origin, we are getting two, living and non-living. Biotic is living and abiotic is non-living. Getting? Now next is on the basis of exhaustibility, which get exhausted. Exhausted means which, Hindi word if we say gayab, right? Due to the time or due to some other reasons, if something uh, like exhausts, it gets off, it ends in the world, is exhaustibility. So renewable, some things which exhaust and then we can recover from that exhaustibility and we can again get them, so they are called non-exhaustible or renewable. Two terms are there which means the same, that is non-exhaustible or renewable. So please just write it. Non-exhaustible is equal to renewable. Next is non-renewable, that is exhaustible. Exhaustible is equal to non-renewable. Exhaustible is equal to non-renewable, right? So exhaustibility, we are getting on the basis of exhaustibility, we are getting renewable or non-renewable. Some things which renew after some span of time, and some things which cannot be renewed millions of years took. Okay, it takes. Now next is on the basis of ownership. Someone owns something. Some things are owned by some people or some group of people or some community or some tons of people, like some a big population when things are right. So first of all, we are getting here on the basis of ownership, individual means things which are owned by a particular, like when I used to go to school, right? So I owned some things and I took them to my school. Some things owned by me were my pencil box, which contained my things only, like my pen, scale, eraser and all, everything, ruler वगैरह है ना. Sorry. So these things. Now if we talk about individual, what else things I took my drawing box. Okay, I took my bag. I used to take my bag. I used to take my books, my notebooks, my diary, my uniform which I used to wear, my shoes, my socks, everything, right? Uniform means everything. Now next I used to take my um, things like tiffin box, my water bottle which contain my water, which is owned by my house, right? Which is our water, my and my family's water. But if we take whole water of the world, we can say the waters of this whole earth, or this particular India, or this particular state. So yeah, that's on the mentality we are talking about. Okay, so that is what I owned personally at my school times. When I used to go to school, I owned some things, right? I used to own some things. Now next is on the basis of community. Community is my school. Like the schools are community where a lot of people work together, so it is a community. Community is also my society where I live. Like on in the TV show, there is a TV show which shows a community. The whole society lives together. So there are some things which are owned by society, like their clubhouse, their mandir, the not the shop outside. This is not owned by community. This is some particular person's shop and his the things in the shop, right? So we can say park was there, garden was there, stairs were there, there was a floor, there was roads. And in our India also, India nahi, in our like in our daily life, in which in the society we are living, we have roads outside, we have kinds of gates at the ends of some uh, gully, we can say, end of some street. We have a door, we have a footpath. Okay, so these things are owned by a community, a group of people, a big group of people. Also the school, which is particularly owned by a person, a single person. But when we go to study over there, we say it is my school. That means we are not owning that school, but we have some authority of that school, that we are going to it, right? We are giving some pay for it, so we can say that yeah, this is mine. At a stretch, it is mine. Okay, like this. So national and then international. National is which is owned by the whole country, and also the concept of 12 nautical miles. Please study that from Google, and that is important for this class. And it will also help you write answers, right? So 12 nautical miles. Okay, so this is a concept, you should study it on the behalf of national resources, national um, ownership resources, like. Okay, so next is on the basis, sorry, international also. So international are also like owned by everyone, like sun, moon, star. Every person of this earth can say that yeah, this moon is our, this is our sun, this is our moon. So our solar system, right? In every book we see our word is there for solar system. This means the solar system is owned by me, by you, and by everybody living on this earth. Okay, like this. So solar system is all of is uh, owned by all of us, and particularly it is owned by international. And we can also say uh, the resources which are not of anybody, not you, nor mine, or nor any country, are of international authorities. Got it? Now next is on the basis of status and development. So you can say on the basis of development only, right? Wait, on the basis of development, potential, developed, reserve, and stock. These we'll study in detail in the upcoming, like, photograph after this, upcoming slide after this. So yeah, this is done for right now. So now nextly, I'm just going to read it up to here, like up to international. I'm just going to read it because, and again I'm saying, don't relate the pictures behind something. Like don't relate this frog or this girl with resources. This is no relation, this is no classification, but yeah, just images are there. Okay, also don't relate this group of friends with this thing. Getting it? Yeah, so let me just complete. After international, D part we'll study in detail later on afterwards, right? So here I am just going to read them now. No, because I have given all the explanation I could give, I should give. So now this is enough for this series, right? Because I have to complete the chapter in two parts only. This is first part going on. Second part will come afterwards, like after it. So yeah, that will be also helpful for you. But right now you just have to listen to me, right? And also I'll try from the next from the next videos. The videos will come in English only, so that it would be helpful for everybody. Everybody is studying from my channel, right? So let's get started. Biotic resources are obtained from the biosphere. Biotic resources are obtained from the biosphere. They have life or are living resources. Example, human beings, fisheries, forests, etc. Okay? Renewable resources. The resource, one second. This is wrongly placed slides, I think. Here should be one more slide which should be abiotic. So let me just bring that. So yeah, here it is, abiotic resources. Abiotic resources are resources that are non-living. Examples of abiotic factors are air, water, sunlight, soil, and minerals. Biotic factors live or once living organisms within the ecosystem. Abiotic factors are everything which belongs to the non-living things in an ecosystem. Okay, getting it? I have already explained in very detail. Please just check the behind parts of this video. You'll get everything detailed very well. So yeah, you will not get any kind of problem. Okay, now, so if we see in this photograph, after biotic and abiotic, there is third, which is renewable, right, on the basis of exhaustibility. So let's get started with renewable resources. Here, the resources which can be renewed or reproduced by physical, chemical, and mechanical processes are known as renewable. This is the complete definition. Non-renewable resources, the resources which once get exhausted, cannot be remade. They take a long geological period, like millions of years period of time, that is millions of years in their formation. Example, minerals, fossil fuels, etc. Individual resources owned by individuals. Example, land, house, community owned resources which are accessible to all the members of the community. Example, park, playground, garden, temple, and all. National resources, resources which belong to the nation. Example, roads, railways, and all. International resources, resources which no individual country can utilize. Example, oceanic water beyond 200 kilometers. So there also comes 12 nautical miles concept. So you should just study. Again, I'm saying 12 nautical miles concept is very important for these kind of questions. To tackle them, you have to study. Now we are talking about potential resources. Again, let me just take you back for that slide, so that you may be very clear in your mind that what it is going on. Where it is here, up to international we have completed right now. No, yeah, we have completed. So now D part, on the basis of status and development. I told you on the basis of development, like how many resources are developing, they have developed, they will develop, or we can't develop them, or they can't develop. Whatever problem comes, we are going to study that right now. So here we go to first, potential resources, and now I'll be explaining them because I have not done them yet explanation. So yeah, I'll be doing. Please stay tuned and keep watching right now. So let me just first, now it is clear, I guess, right? So now we can, oh god, it is so now we can use this pen over it, and I hope you'll understand every concept very clearly. So firstly, potential resources found in a region but not in use. Resources which are found in region like Rajasthan, Gujarat, which is solar energy and wind energy, but we can't use. Why we can't use? We don't know the formula. We know the formula, we know how to use, but it is so expensive or it is so uh, unhygienic. Some reasons are there, like either it can be expensive or it can be harmful to any kind of people, or some group of people are not allowing it to be done, right? So in the case of solar energy and wind energy, it is so expensive, so we are not using them right now. Okay, so potential, the resources which have potential to be used, but the human beings, the people are not using, are ignoring the use. Why? Because it has some kind of problem, like expense is there. People are not likely to use it due to many reasons can be there. So yeah, now next is stock resources. What do you mean by stock resources? Resources available but do not have appropriate technology to access. Example, lack of technical know how to use hydrogen and oxygen as a source of energy. Right? So here in stock is like where we also don't know how to use. Like we know, like see, we know there is water. We know the formula of water is H2O. In science, you have studied in, I guess, first chapter. I think yes, it is in first chapter where you just add H2 plus O2 and you make H2OS. It's like that something. So yeah, we are not studying science right now. We are studying social. So we know that water contains hydrogen, oxygen, but we have a lack of technical know. Like we don't know, we don't have the knowledge that how to use hydrogen and oxygen as a source of energy differently, like how to just differentiate the hydrogen and the oxygen from the water, right? So this is lack of technology and this is stock resources. In potential, we studied that we know everything. We have the resource, we know how to use, but we are not using. In stock, we have the resource, but we don't know how to use. And third part, reserves, subset subset of subset of stock can be used for future needs. Water in the dams, forest. Why do we store water in the dams? Why don't we just use it and complete it and then just enjoy? Huh? Why do we store water in dams, or why do we save forest? Why don't we cut down and make homes over there and live a happy life, have big homes, have great essentials? Why don't we cut down the trees and use them as making sofas and enjoy on them, right? Why? Because of these reserve resources. We know that our future is our kids, their kids, generations. Do you know generation, right? Heredity and evolution generation, right? So science is also relatable to social, and make sure that in your answers in your examination or even in your project works, you should relate subjects in between, like using the words 2, 3, 4, 5 is relating to mathematics, using best part of grammar and vocabulary is relating to English, using some Hindi words, some not writing in Hindi, using them in Hindi. Okay, like Rajasthan is the word, Gujarat is the word, using them in Hindi. India, we can say Bharat also, right? Mahatma Gandhi, Yojana word is there. So different words are there. So relating subjects right now. So what is reserve? Just let focus on that, and what just know what is reserves. So reserve, subset of stock, can be used for future needs. Like we are saving them for our future generation. Reserve kar rahe hain, right? Something has been reserved. Potential, we don't want to use. Stock, we don't know how to use. And reserve, we have saved for use, like we will use it later, and that is for sure. Like the water in dams will not be kept, and we are not like कि हम उसके बारे में sorry, like we are not thinking about them. This is not the case. The case is that we are saving it for our future times or our future generations, or the time when it will, like the pandemic came, so we would be having some reserve money, so that the government have helped so many people, so that they have provided free mask and everything have come across. So for these kind of times, when a pandemic comes, a social problem comes, and the whole country or the whole particular people suffer, then this water is used. Like the time of drought, right? When it is the time of drought, the water from dams is used from different area. It is being supplied when farmers need it, right? So it is famine and all, you know very well, you have studied them in your earlier classes. So now next is development of resources. I also think here is also one part skipped: reserves and stock potential developed. You don't got developed over here, right? So let me just explain you by my mouth only. I'm talking about this developed. Wait, here it is. This word developed, this means that the resources are developed and also we are using them. That's it. Okay, that's it. And if you want more information, you can comment, I'll tell you with a particular new video. Getting my point? So development of resources. Now relating to the chapter and coming to the point on the chapter. The point is resources and development. That means development of resources. Like resources have been used by human beings indiscriminately. Like we humans are using these resources, are using these things indiscriminately. We are just not looking at ourselves or the world, but just we are using. So if you want, I should take this part in English, you tell me, but right now I'm taking it in Hindi, because in Hindi it will be very like useful for you to understand, and it may make you gain more marks in the examination than if I'll be explaining in English. So it is written in English, I am explaining in Hindi. Those who know English from like thoda bahut, so they will just understand what has been written, right? So I am starting. Resources have been used by human beings indiscriminately. हम humans जो हैं resources को indiscriminately का मतलब होता है बिना किसी discrimination किए ज़बरदस्ती उन्हें हम यूज़ किए जा रहे हैं, and this has led to the following major problems. इस चीज़ की वजह से ही कुछ प्रॉब्लम्स हो चुकी हैं और होती जा रही हैं, बढ़ती जा रही हैं, जैसे कि डिप्लीशन ऑफ रिसोर्सेज फॉर सेटिस्फाइंग द ग्रीड ऑफ अ फ्यू इंडिविजुअल्स. रिसोर्सेज आर गेटिंग डिप्लीटेड, आर गेटिंग लेस ड्यू टू कमीशन, फ़ायदा, या फिर थोड़ा बहुत सेटिस्फैक्शन या ग्रीड ऑफ कुछ 1% लोगों की ग्रीड की वजह से रिसोर्सेज जो है डिप्लीट हो रहे हैं. पहली चीज़ डिप्लीशन. सेकंड है अक्यूमुलेशन इन अ फ्यू हैंड्स विच इन टर्न डिवाइडेड द सोसाइटी इनटू टू सेगमेंट्स, दैट इज रिच एंड पुअर, राइट? सो अक्यूमुलेशन मीन्स द डिविजन ऑफ रिसोर्सेज, दैट जो गरीब है वो बिल्कुल गरीब है, एंड जो अमीर है वो बिल्कुल अमीर है. जिसके पास पैसा है उसके पास सब कुछ है, जिसके पास पैसा नहीं है वो सड़क पर सो रहा है. जिसके पास पैसा है उसके घर में 50 बिस्तर हैं, बट वो उनके घर में बंदे जो हैं रहने वाले वो 5 या 6 ही लोग हैं. वो अमीर लोग जो हैं, बट उनके घर में बिस्तर कितने हैं? 50, 100, ऐसे ऐसे सही में लिटरली होते हैं. कई लोगों के घर में बहुत सारे बेड्स होते हैं, बहुत सारे उनके पास कपड़े होते हैं. दे हैव अ लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स एंड जस्ट फॉर वेस्ट, बिकॉज जैसे बड़े घर की जो लड़कियां होती हैं वो कहती हैं हम तो एक बार में ड्रेस यूज़ करके आई जस्ट थ्रो इट, आई जस्ट गिव इट टू somebody else, और आई जस्ट यूज़ इट एज अ मॉप. मैं तो एक बार ड्रेस यूज़ करती हूँ एंड आई जस्ट डोंट वेयर इट अगैन. या फिर आई रिपीट द ड्रेस अ ईयर. मेरी हर ड्रेस की हर डे की ड्रेस फिक्स होती है एक ईयर में, और मैं एक ईयर में वो ड्रेस एक ही बार पहनती हूँ, एंड सम ब्ला ब्ला ब्ला. सो हेयर वी कैन सी दैट कि जिसके पास है उसके पास सब कुछ है, एंड जिसके पास नहीं है उसके पास कुछ भी नहीं है, राइट? So next is, it has led to global ecological crisis, that is global warming, ozone layer depletion, environmental pollution and land degradation, right? So ये कुछ मेजर प्रॉब्लम्स हैं, इनकी डेफिनेशन जो है एग्ज़ाम में आ जाती हैं. पहली चीज़ तो ये, from here, such as global warming. Define global warming, it can come into the exam. Now ozone layer define ozone layer depletion or how the ozone layer gets depleted, ठीक है, इस तरह से. या फिर it can come environmental पॉल्यूशन पे तो खैर आएगा नहीं, आई डोंट थिंक. बट पॉल्यूशन हाँ 3 टाइप का होता है, वो हमने पहले बहुत पढ़ चुके हैं. हम प्रदूषण हमको लिखने को आ जाता था एग्जाम्स में, एंड वी हैव टू राइट इट इन हिंदी और इंग्लिश समवेयर, राइट. एंड लैंड डिग्रेडेशन इज समथिंग लाइक लैंड का डिग्रेड होना, लैंड का जो है वो होता है ना, उसका वो फर्टिलिटी ख़त्म हो जाती है, कुछ प्रॉब्लम्स होती है. सो यू कैन चेक इट आउट ऑन गूगल और सम अदर वीडियोज़. और इफ़ यू वांट मी टू मेक अ वीडियो, यू हैव टू कमेंट इट डाउन इन द कमेंट बॉक्स. नाउ नेक्स्ट इज सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट. टू preserve these following major problems, we have a solution, that is sustainable development. Now let us read what is the sustainable development. So sustainable economic development means that development should take place without damaging the environment, and development in the present should not compromise with the needs of the future, or basically the future generation, future kids of our kids, or our grandkids, or our great grandkids, right? Great grandchildren. So our great grandchildren, yeah. So sustainable development is what? Sustainable economic development means that, so now wait a second. From here the literal definition starts. Wait, from here, development should take place without damaging the environment, and development in the present should not compromise the needs of the future. It means that जो भी डेवलपमेंट अभी हो रहा है, वॉट एवर वी कंसिडर डेवलपमेंट, हम गाड़ी खरीद रहे हैं, हम गाड़ी चला रहे हैं, हम खुश हो रहे हैं, हम चाहे गा रहे हैं, नाच रहे हैं, वॉट एवर वी आर डेवलपिंग, हम जिस भी तरह से डेवलप कर रहे हैं वो सस्टेनेबल होना चाहिए, ताकि उससे हमको 2 फ़ायदे मिलें. पहला फ़ायदा ये कि जैसे एनवायरनमेंट को प्रॉब्लम क्रिएट हो रही है, लैंड ख़राब हो रहा है, या जो भी प्रॉब्लम्स क्रिएट हो रही है वो प्लीज़ बंद हो जाएँ. एंड हमारी जो फ्यूचर जनरेशन्स हैं, जो हमारे आने वाली पीढ़ी है, या फिर आने वाली पेंडेमिक हैं, या फिर आने वाली प्रॉब्लम्स हैं, उनसे हमको किसी भी तरह की कॉम्प्रोमाइज़ नहीं हो, उन प्रॉब्लम्स में हमको प्रॉब्लम्स एक्चुअल में नहीं हो, हमारी जो लाइफ है वो सस्टेन कर सके, और हमारी जो फ्यूचर लाइफ्स हैं वो इस धरती पर आराम से रह चुके हैं. आवर ग्रेट ग्रैंड किड्स कैन ऑल्सो नो कि भाई पेट्रोल क्या होता है, डीजल क्या होता है, या फिर हम कह सकते हैं कोल क्या होता है ना. तो उनको पता होना चाहिए, ये नहीं कि हम पूरा खा पी के साफ़ कर दें और उनको पता भी ना चले ऐसी भी कोई चीज़ थी. अच्छा, इट वॉज ट्रीज़ का एक बहुत बड़ा मुद्दा, पेपर का बहुत बड़ा मुद्दा होता है कि अगर इसी तरह से ट्रीज़ कटते रहे तो एक दिन पेपर फैक्ट्रीज बंद हो जाएंगी, या फिर पेपर का यूज़ बंद हो जाएगा दुनिया में. बिकॉज पीपल विल से कि अगर इतने पेपर्स बनाएंगे हम, तो हमारे जो ट्रीज जिस भी प्रोसेस से बनते हैं, मैंने जस्ट सुना है इसलिए आई एम टेलिंग. सो वो जो है पेपर्स का यूज़ बंद हो जाएगा, तो उसकी वजह से जो हमारे ग्रेट ग्रैंड किड्स या फिर उनके आने वाली जनरेशन्स होंगी, वो हमसे पूछेंगी, या फिर वो गूगल पे सर्च करेंगी कि व्हाट वाज अ पेपर, हाउ इट लुक्ड, हाउ वुड इट बी लाइक. अभी तो हमारे पास बहुत पेपर्स हैं, सो वी आर जस्ट केयरलेस. बट जब उनके पास नहीं होगा, एंड दे वुड बी लाइक, वो तड़प रहे होंगे टू टच अ पेपर, दे वुड बी आस्किंग देयर पेरेंट्स कि पेपर कैसा होता था, और उनके पेरेंट्स से पूछते होंगे कि पेपर कैसा होता था. सो वी जस्ट डोंट वांट टू क्रिएट दैट काइंड ऑफ सीन्स. दैट इज़ वाई सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट इज़ इंपॉर्टेंट. मैंने बहुत डीप में बता दिया है, एंड आंसर लिखने में ये बहुत हेल्पफुल रहेगा. दैट इज़ वाई आई हैव टोल्ड यू. नाउ नेक्स्ट है फर्स्ट इंटरनेशनल अर्थ समिट. दिस इज़ ऑल अबाउट टू लर्न. इसमें कुछ इतना खास है नहीं, बस हाँ ये समिट इसलिए हुआ था ब्राज़ील में 1992 में, टू save this world from getting economic problems, or to just save this world from environmental and the all over the problems which are coming throughout the life journey of this world, to save this world, right? So here it is written, Here it is written first International Earth Summit. It was the first International Earth Summit. So इसमें इतना कुछ खास है नहीं, हमने अंडरलाइन जो करा है, राइट। हेयर इसमें बस इतना सा ही लिखा हुआ है। यहाँ से मेन लाइन स्टार्ट होती है, हेल्ड इन जून 1992। फर्स्ट थिंग, रियो डे जेनेरियो इन ब्राज़ील, एक जगह है ब्राज़ील में, नाम ये है इस समिट का, फर्स्ट इंटरनेशनल अर्थ समिट। सो फर्स्ट थिंग इम्पॉर्टेंट ब्लैक ये है, सेकंड इम्पॉर्टेंट ये है, एंड थर्ड इम्पॉर्टेंट ये है। नाउ ऑब्जेक्टिव क्या था, ऑब्जेक्ट क्या था, द समिट वॉज कन्वेंट फॉर एड्रेसिंग द प्रॉब्लम्स ऑफ, इन प्रॉब्लम्स से एड्रेसिंग, यानी ये नहीं कि इन प्रॉब्लम्स को बढ़ावा देने के लिए, इन प्रॉब्लम्स से बेसिकली वी वांटेड टू सेव दिस वर्ल्ड, सेव दी, यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड द फीलिंग्स ना, वर्ल्ड, राइट। तो इस वर्ल्ड को बचाने के लिए फ्रॉम प्रॉब्लम्स ऑफ एनवायरमेंटल प्रोटेक्शन एंड सोशो इकोनॉमिक डेवलपमेंट एट द ग्लोबल लेवल, ग्लोब के ऊपर, ग्लोबल लेवल मतलब होता है पूरे अर्थ के लेवल पर। ये नहीं कि एक कोई बंदा या कोई बंदी जो है शुरू हो गया है एंड ही इज़ बीन डूइंग वट एवर ही शी वॉन्ट्स, वो नहीं, पूरा जो ग्लोब है वो एक साथ आएगा और तभी इस चीज़ से हमको कुछ सुधार देखने को मिल सकता है। नाउ नेक्स्ट इज एजेंडा 21 वो डिस्कस्ड बाय UNCED. Now full form of UNCED is United National Conference on Environment and Development. So this is an important definition. You should learn it, you should save it into your mind and you should just copy paste into your mind. यहाँ पे भेजे में सेव कर लेने, ठीक है, ये जो फुल फॉर्म है। इट मे बी आस्क्ड फॉर 1 or 2 मार्क्स इन द एग्जाम, सो मैंने जस्ट बता दी है। एजेंडा 21 वॉज डिस्कस्ड बाय UNCED in the year 1992 in June in Brazil in Rio de Janeiro. This is all I have told you in the first International Earth Summit, right? Now Agenda 21 is a non-binding action plan of the United Nations with regard to sustainable development. It is a product of the Earth Summit held in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil and 1992. So एजेंडा 21 जो है वो क्या है बेसिकली, आप सोच रहे होंगे ठीक है इनने बताया, इतने साल में बताया, जून महीने में बताया, ब्राज़ील में बताया, फलाना फलाना फलाना, बट एजेंडा 21 ये पर्टिकुलर जो टर्म है, इसका मीनिंग क्या है, व्हाट डज इट वॉन्ट टू कन्वे, इसका मैसेज क्या है, इसका ऑब्जेक्टिव क्या है। सो एजेंडा 21 इज़ अ नॉन बाइंडिंग एक्शन प्लान ऑफ, ये पूरा जस्ट लाइक वही हो ना, दिमाग में कॉपी एंड पेस्ट वाला सिस्टम है, एक्शन प्लान ऑफ द यूनाइटेड नेशंस विथ रिगार्ड टू द सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट, यानी कि एजेंडा 21 एक ऐसा एक्शन प्लान है, नॉन बाइंडिंग एक्शन प्लान है ऑफ द यूनाइटेड नेशन, UN ने बनाया है, जो कि सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट को ध्यान में रखकर, मेन फोकस में रखकर, इट हैज़ बीन केप्ट इन दी eye and then it has been created agenda 21. It is a product means when 2 or 3 reactants meet it makes a product, right, when they add, when they combine. So yeah, here also when many of the countries of this globe met in a meeting held in this place, right, in year 1992. So when these kind of countries, ये अलग अलग तरह के जो रंग, ये जो भेद, ये जो भाव, ये सब मिले एक साथ, so they obviously did something. So what they did is agenda 21. They brought agenda 21 into the mind of people, into the satisfactory sides, and then they just like made it. So it is a product of this Earth Summit, right? So next is one major objective of the Agenda 21 initiative is that every local government should draw its own local Agenda 21. यानी कि it means that one major objectives, I have also told you this, here also I have told you objective, here it is the objective, then next I have also told you here it is the objective, wait a second, so yeah, here it is also the objective, you're also getting the objective over here, and then now see, look over here, here it is also the objective. So what is the one major objective? The one major objective of this summit objective for the Agenda 21 initiative is that every local government should draw its own local Agenda 21, because in sitting in Brazil, the people cannot tell what is going on in India or what is going on in America, or how America will develop, or how America will bring sustainable development over there. So the local government have to create their own local Agenda 21. Okay, ब्राज़ील में बैठे हुए लोग जो हैं ये डिसाइड नहीं कर सकते कि इंडिया की गलियों में सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट कैसे करना है. वो किसको डिसाइड करना पड़ेगा? इंडिया की गलियों की गवर्नमेंट्स को. सो इसलिए लोकल गवर्नमेंट्स को अपना अपना एजेंडा 21 बना के चलना पड़ेगा. और इसका एम क्या था? इसका एम था टू अचीव ग्लोबल सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट बाय 2000 यानी कि अभी 2020 चल रहा है, यानी 2020. और साल हमने यहाँ पर कौन सी बात करी है? 2000, यानी 2 के आगे 3 0, यानी कि साल 2000 तब तक सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट लाने के लिए यहाँ पर कोशिश थी. विद द 21 इन एजेंडा 21 रेफरिंग द ओरिजिनल टारगेट ऑफ द 21st सेंचुरी. एजेंडा 21 क्यों लिखा गया है, इसको ये भी एक जानने वाला फैक्ट है यहाँ पर. सो फैक्ट को हम रेड कलर से थोड़ा सा कर देते हैं. दिस इज़ द फैक्ट, बेसिकली दिस इज़ मरून कलर, एंड दिस इज़ द फैक्ट दैट विद द एजेंडा 20 वाई द वर्ड 21 ओनली. जैसे कोविड के आगे हमने अभी देखा कि जो कोविड है उसके आगे 19 है. सो वाई 19? उसके पीछे भी कोई स्ट्रैटेजी रही होगी. वैसे ही ये जो हमारा शब्द है एजेंडा, इसके पीछे ये वर्ड 21 ही क्यों? लाइक कोविड, सॉरी, एजेंडा 91 क्यों नहीं? एजेंडा कुछ भी और क्यों नहीं? वाई दिस 21 ओनली? सो रेफरिंग 21 in agenda 21 referring to the original target of the 21st century. एजेंडा वर्ड का मतलब क्या होता है? एक पर्टिकुलर टारगेट. मेरा एजेंडा ये है, मेरा टारगेट ये है, मेरा एम ये है, मेरा गोल ये है, राइट? ऑल आर द सिमिलर वर्ड्स. सो यानी कि एजेंडा 21 से इन्होंने इस नाम में ये दिखाना चाहा है कि हमारे 21st सेंचुरी का यही टारगेट है और यही हमारा जो है एम है. इस 21st सेंचुरी के अंदर हमको कुछ टारगेट गेन करना है. ठीक है. सो वो भी चल रहा होगा. आई मे बी थिंकिंग मैं क्यों बताऊँ क्या हो रहा है. बट या दिस इज़ द नेम वाई इट इज़ केप्ट. नाउ नेक्स्ट इज़ रिसोर्स प्लानिंग. अभी तो है बहुत, ये तो हमने पढ़ लिया है. सो आई शुड जस्ट वाई आई डिलीट इट. चलो यहाँ से हमको शुरू करना है रिसोर्स प्लानिंग से. बस ये 4-5 फ़ोटो हो जाएँ, देन आई विल बी टेकिंग यू टू पार्ट 2. फिर आपको इसके बाद में पार्ट 2 से रेफ़र करना पड़ेगा. ओके, द वीडियो हैज़ अप्रॉक्सीमेटली गॉन 42 मिनट्स. ओके, लेट्स होप नेक्स्ट करते हैं वापस. सो रिसोर्स प्लानिंग इज़ द कंटिन्यूड स्ट्रैटेजी के लिए ये बैकग्राउंड बेस्ट है स्ट्रैटेजी वर्ड के लिए. सो रिसोर्स प्लानिंग इज़ द कंटिन्यूड स्ट्रैटेजी ऑफ द methodical planning to accomplish better use of an corporation's most precious resource. It is personal. An effective resource plan will probably possess a sole venture operator on every undertaking. So basically रिसोर्स प्लानिंग का मीनिंग क्या है? ये जो है ये सब कुछ ऐसा ही है, मतलब रफ है और थोड़ा सा बोलने में भी हार्ड है और थोड़ा सा लिखने में तो काफ़ी ज़्यादा हार्ड है. तो इसको तो रटो तो ही बात है, बाकी तो मतलब नहीं है इसका. बट हाँ, रिसोर्स प्लानिंग का मतलब ये होता है कि रिसोर्सेज को प्लान करके चलना ताकि आगे वालों के लिए भी बचे, हमारा भी काम निकले, और जो पीछे वाले थे उन्होंने भी हमारे लिए बचाया है तो हम उनका भी शुक्रिया अदा करें और हम आगे वालों को दें. सो बेसिकली रिसोर्स, क्योंकि हमने अपने आगे वालों से उधार ले रखे हैं, ये हमारे नहीं हैं और हमारे पीछे वालों के भी नहीं थे, ये सब हमारे आगे से आगे वालों का है. ठीक है, ये सब हमारे बिल्कुल मिलियंस ऑफ ईयर्स के बाद में जो बच्चे होंगे उनका है, ये हमारा नहीं है. सो हमें इसको ओवर यूज़ करने का कोई अधिकार नहीं, क्योंकि हमें उनको आगे देना है और फिर हमें इस दुनिया से जाना है. हमको तब मरना है तब हम उनको ये दे दें, राइट? हमको इनको ये सब कुछ देकर जाना है. तभी तो हम कहते हैं कि सब कुछ यहीं रह जाएगा एंड हम चले जाएंगे. द बॉडी विल गो, द सोल विल गो, एवरीथिंग विल बी हेयर. ये बर्तन वगैरह जो भी चीज़ें हैं, द ऑर्नामेंट्स, द ड्रेसेस, everything will remain on this earth only, right? Including the money, right? आप लोग इतने समझदार तो हैं ही. Okay, so India is one of the most important goals right from its very अच्छा, इंडिया जो है हर 5 साल बाद अपना 5 ईयर का प्लान बनाता है और उसमें वो डिसाइड करता है कि अब हमको किस तरह से रिसोर्सेज को डेवलप करना है। कभी वो डिसाइड करता है हमें फार्मर्स को डेवलप करना है, कभी वो डिसाइड करता है कि हमें पर्टिकुलर स्टेट में डेवलपमेंट लाना है, कभी वो डिसाइड करता है हमें एजुकेशन फील्ड में डेवलपमेंट लाना है, कभी विमेन में डेवलपमेंट लाना है, राइट। तो अलग अलग तरह से। तो फर्स्ट 5 ईयर यानी पहला जब 5 ईयर प्लान बनाया था तब से अब तक हम लोगों के कुछ मेन पॉइंट्स रहे हैं रिसोर्स डेवलपमेंट में और रिसोर्स प्लानिंग के अंदर बेसिकली। तो वो क्या है, मेक एन इन्वेंटरी ऑफ रिसोर्स आफ्टर द रीजन वाइज आइडेंटिफिकेशन अक्रॉस द कंट्री। यानी कि पूरी कंट्री में पहले हम लोग देखते हैं कि क्या चीज़ है जो सबसे ज़्यादा डल है। अभी मान लो एजुकेशन है, वो सबसे ज़्यादा डल है ओवरऑल, तो हम पहले एजुकेशन को हाथ देते हैं और उसको ऊपर लेकर आते हैं। तो हम पूरा रीजन वाइज एक एक स्टेट और एक एक सिटी के दौरान हम उसको आइडेंटिफाई करके पिकअप करते हैं कि यहाँ पे क्या प्रॉब्लम्स हैं, यहाँ पे क्या प्रॉब्लम्स हैं, यहाँ पे क्या प्रॉब्लम्स है, राइट। यू आर गेटिंग माई पॉइंट आई थिंक। नाउ नेक्स्ट इज मेकिंग ऑफ एन इन्वेंटरी ऑफ resources after their region wise identification across the country. Making of the planning structure with appropriate technology, skill and institutions. अब हमने जैसे प्लानिंग स्ट्रक्चर बनाया है, मान लो कि हमको एजुकेशन को डेवलप कराना है, भाई हाँ भाई एजुकेशन को बहुत ज़्यादा डेवलप करना है और इंडिया का हर एक बच्चा पढ़ता मिलना चाहिए, उसके पास एजुकेशन के लिए अप्रोप्रिएट चीज़ें होनी चाहिए। तो उसके लिए हमको क्या चाहिए, सबसे पहले एजुकेशन प्रोवाइड कराने के लिए हमको बुक्स और टीचर्स और स्कूल्स की बहुत ज़्यादा ज़रूरत है। इंस्टीट्यूशंस जो सिखाएं बच्चों को, टीचर्स जो पढ़ाएं बच्चों को, और जो बुक्स हैं उनमें लिख पाएँ वो। इस सब चीज़ों का हमको जो है इंतज़ाम करवाना होगा। तो वो चीज़ें हम फिर देखते हैं। उसके बाद में मैचिंग द रिसोर्स प्लान विद द प्रॉपर प्लान ऑफ एक्शन एंड डेवलपमेंट। फिर जो डेवलपमेंटल प्लान है उससे ये रिसोर्स का प्लान मैच किया जाए और फिर ये चेक किया जाए कि एक्शन का जो प्लान था, एक्शन प्लान इज़ नॉट दैट फिल्मी एक्शन, बट या जो भी हमारी फ्यूचर वाली जनरेशन का जो भी और दूसरे प्लान्स चल रहे हैं पूरे ओवरऑल इंडिया में, उससे क्या हमारा ये प्लान मैच खा रहा है या नहीं। अगर नहीं खा रहा है तो क्या प्रॉब्लम्स आ रही हैं और उन प्रॉब्लम्स का रिजोल्यूशन क्या है, क्या होगा, राइट। सो दिस इज़ दिस। नाउ नेक्स्ट इज कंजर्वेशन ऑफ रिसोर्सेज. What is conservation of resources? It means their utilization in an effective manner to prevent wastage and leave ample resources for future. कंजर्वेशन मतलब बचाना, किसी भी चीज़ को बचा के चलना। कन्वर्सेशन होता है किसी से बात करना, एंड कंजर्वेशन होता है जहाँ सर पहले आ जाता है वो क्या होता है, बचाना, और जहाँ वर पहले आ जाता है वो क्या होता है, बातें करना, टॉकिंग। कन्वर्सेशन यह है कंजर्वेशन ऑफ resources means their utilization in an effective manner to prevent wastage and leave ample resources for future. Ample is a word I guess होगा। So बस वही कि यूटिलाइजेशन ढंग से करो ताकि जो है वेस्ट ना हो जाए कुछ भी सामान। जैसे ये पानी जो है इसको वेस्ट नहीं करना है जो पीछे ड्राइंग में आ रहा है, बट या ये तो ऐसे ही है। कंजर्वेशन ऑफ रिसोर्स इज़ एन इम्पॉर्टेंट फॉर द फ्यूचर फॉर द फॉलोइंग रीजन्स। एक रीज़न क्या है कि टू प्रिवेंट एनवायरमेंटल प्रॉब्लम्स एंड रिस्टोर बायोलॉजिकल बैलेंस इन ऑर्डर टू एंश्योर सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट। ये वही सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट की यहाँ पर बात हो रही है। सो दिस इज़ ऑल। एबायोटिक रिसोर्सेज आर रिसोर्सेज दैट आर नॉन लिविंग। ये तो पढ़ लिया ना, इसको क्यों पढ़ना है। सो या दिस इज़ दिस। आई होप आपको ये पूरा का पूरा जो चैप्टर है वो समझ में आया होगा, रिसोर्स एंड डेवलपमेंट। एंड इफ़ यू liked it then please do like it. If you want to comment you can like, share, subscribe, comment, and goodbye and see you in the next video. तब तक के लिए thank you. It has gone 48, right? Thank you so much. Thank you guys. Please subscribe करना, like करना, एक बार रिव्यू कर लो फटाफट से, आपको सब कुछ ध्यान आ जाएगा। क्विक रिविजन है, रिकैप है। Okay, so it is done. Goodbye. Bye-bye. See you later.